Chapter 7. Non-finite verbs. Read the following sentences. I go to school every day. Singular subject, singular verb. He goes to school every day. Singular subject, singular verb. They go to school every day. Plural subject, plural verb. In the above sentences, the verb go changes to goes, according to the number of people doing the action. In the above sentences, the verb go also changes according to the person. For example, with first person I, it is go, but with third person he, it changes to goes. Here are a few more examples. I go to school every day. I am going to school now. I went to school yesterday. I was going to school last morning. In the above sentences, the verb is go, which changes its form to am going, went, was going, according to the time of action. The verb go and its forms in all the above sentences are finite verbs. A finite verb works with the subject of a sentence to give a sense of completeness. Therefore, it is often the main verb in a sentence. A verb that changes according to the time of action, present, past, future, the number of people doing the action, singular, plural, and the person, first, second, or third person pronouns doing the action is called a finite verb. Non-finite verbs are verbs which do not change their forms according to the tense, past, present, future, or the number of people doing the action, singular or plural, or the pronoun used as the subject, first, second, or third person. Read the following sentences. I like painting. He likes painting. She likes painting. They like painting. He liked painting. She will like painting. In the above sentences, the verb painting does not change according to the time of action, past, present, future, the number of people doing the action, he, she, or they, that is, singular or plural. The verb painting does not change according to the person of pronoun I, you, she, that is, first, second, or third person. Such verbs are called non-finite verbs. The verb like changes because it is a finite verb. Kinds of non-finite verbs. There are three kinds of non-finite verbs. They are called gerunds, infinitives, and participles. Some examples are given below. The gerund, writing, painting, reading. The participle, writing, painting, reading. Present participle, written, painted, read. Past participle, the infinitive, to write, to paint, to read. The gerund and the present participle have the ing form, but their functions are different from each other. The gerund is partly a verb and partly a noun. The participle is partly a verb and partly an adjective. Non-finite verbs in a nutshell. Infinitive, to verb. Gerund, ing form of the verb that functions partly as a verb and partly as a noun. Participle, ing form of the verb that functions partly as a verb and partly as an adjective. The infinitive, The infinitive is referred to as the to verb. They are formed by adding to plus verb form. For example, to come, to go, and to learn. An infinitive is a non-finite verb preceded by to. She came here to discuss the lesson. He wanted to paint her portrait. To infinitive. She can discuss the lesson now. She made him paint her portrait. The infinitive without to. When an infinitive is used without to, it is called a bare infinitive. Without to, after modal auxiliaries such as will, shall, should, would, may, might, must, can, could, we use the infinitive without to. You shall accept these terms. You will be forced to accept these terms. He will write soon. He has decided to write. She should consult a dentist. I advise her to consult a dentist. You must leave this Sunday. You are ordered to leave this Sunday. He can sing. He knows how to sing. We use the infinitive without to after these verbs: let, make, bid, dare, need, and after the following verbs of perception: see, hear, watch, know, and feel. Some examples are given below. Let me try this recipe. The manager made me write the notice. He made me wait for 2 hours. Bid her leave the office immediately. The colonel bade the battalion stop firing. He dare not touch my wallet. You need not wait for him. He saw her take away his bag. He heard her cry with pain. She felt something soft touch her hands. Note the use of the to infinitive with dare and need in the following sentences. He dared to break the rules. He dare not break the rules. You need to come here. You need not come here. It should be clear that we retain to in affirmative sentences but drop to in the negative ones. We use the infinitive without to after these expressions: would rather, would sooner than, would rather, had better, and rather than. She had better return my golf set in time. I would rather finish the project by noon. She would sooner steal than borrow. She would yell at his friends rather than speak politely. To before the infinitive is omitted when it is used after than and after but, when the word but means except. She can better dance than sing. The child did nothing but cry. To verb is used without to after modal auxiliaries: see, hear, watch, know, feel, let, make, bid, dare, need, had better, would rather, would sooner than, rather than, and but, except. Look at the use of infinitives in these sentences. To drink impure water is harmful. To waste time watching television all through the day is not good. To enjoy the beauty of nature is very rejuvenating. To eat junk food is unhealthy. To fight the thief single-handedly was brave of him. To open a library in the colony was a good idea. Using infinitives to join sentences. Sometimes an infinitive is used to join sentences. Read the sentences given below. He has children. He must protect them from every danger. He has children to protect from every danger. She writes short stories and poems. This is her hobby. Her hobby is to write short stories and poems. She had no friends. She could not share her thoughts with anyone. She had no friends to share her thoughts with. Gerund. Gerunds are ing form of verbs that function as nouns. Look at this sentence now. Jogging is good for physical fitness. The word jogging is formed from the verb jog by adding ing. It is therefore a verb, but it is also the subject of the verb is. So, it is performing the work of a noun. If you ask, what is good for physical fitness? The answer is jogging, so it is also a noun. Read the sentences given here. Singing is her hobby. The word singing is formed from the verb sing. Therefore, singing is a verb. But singing is also the subject of the verb is. Therefore, it is doing the work of a noun. You ask the question, what is her hobby? The answer is singing. It acts like a noun. A verb that performs the work of a noun is called a gerund. A gerund is also known as a verbal noun. It ends in ing. Read the examples given below. I like singing. He likes singing. They liked singing. Here, singing is a gerund. Since it is a non-finite verb, it does not change according to tense, number, and person. Gerund. A gerund is a verbal noun. Since a gerund functions as a noun, we can use articles a, an, the, possessive adjectives my, your, or words like some, many before it. The dancing was exceptionally good. Gerunds can have their own adjectives. Her graceful dancing was appreciated by all. Gerunds can have their own objects. Hunting animals is a crime. Gerunds can be used after some verbs where the infinitive cannot be used. The children stopped to talk when the librarian came. The students stopped talking when the librarian came. Here are more examples of verbs used as gerunds. Singing requires regular practice. Gaming is a billion-dollar industry now and the favorite pastime of computer users. He was not involved in hunting of the black buck. Paragliding should be done under the guidance of an instructor.